2 days ago, I took my dog Finn to the vet. And I did because I've had a nonstop issue with getting Finn's poop solid. And I know that's disgusting, but I have been obsessed with puppy poop, obsessed with trying to get a good, solid bowel movement. For the 2 months that he's been living with us, from 4 months old now to 6 months old, I've really struggled with this. I wanted a Doberman pup my entire life. That's not an exaggeration. Up until this point, owning a Doberman was the #1 goal in life for dog ownership that I had. And I finally got it. And because it has been a goal, I really wanted to do it right. I wanted to do everything right. One of my tendencies is if a little bit's a good thing, a lot is even better. So I had gotten him the best kibble that I could get him. Then I did some research into kibble and found out that kibble is not always good. So you could try a raw diet, but maybe don't go completely raw diet. Maybe you go partially raw diet. So I gave him his kibble. Then I was giving him chicken hearts, and I was adding in pumpkin, and I was adding in sweet potato, and I was adding in vegetables, and I was adding in Greek yogurt. And the more I did these things, the worse his poop got. Like sometimes it would be good, sometimes it would be bad, and I just couldn't stay. I thought, in order to fix this, I need to do something else. And so I would try something else. I would try something new. I would add an egg. I would add a little bit of this. I would add a little bit of that. I tried a little bit of apple cider vinegar. I was doing everything. And then I thought, I need to socialize this puppy. He's going to be a massive dog. So even though his poop's not right, I'm going to socialize him. And I took him out. He's in obedience classes. He goes with me to Lowe's and to Home Depot, and he goes out in public, and he's doing so well. He's got a lot of energy, so I said I should wear him out. And I'm out just, taking him on walks, letting him run in the backyard, trying to take care of him in the house. He's nipping, he's mouthing, he won't settle down, and I'm just about at my wit's end. Not only that, but he starts to wake up at 5:45 in the morning, and so I'm out of bed. I haven't slept in almost 2 months. Keep him up until 10 o'clock at night. He's back at it again at 5:45 in the morning, and I was just absolutely at the end of my rope. And finally, a few days ago, I said, I'm going to take him back to the vet and see if I can figure out this poop thing. So I drove to the vet, and she listened to me explain all the things that I had been doing, and my frustration, and my desire to do this right. And then she smiled, and she looked at me, and she said, Mr. Foster, listen, you're not doing anything wrong in itself. All the things you're doing are good things. You're just doing too many of them all at once. She said, puppies have a sensitive stomach. He's already getting all the nutrition he needs in the food in the kibble that you're giving him, but then you're adding additional things that are already in the kibble on top of that. And I know you want what's best for him. And what's best for him is for you to relax. Let's simplify his food, and let's let his stomach settle down. And she said, and puppies need a lot of rest. It's important to be socialized, but it's also important for puppies to rest. He needs to be sleeping on average, or having a rest, an average of 16 to 19 hours a day. He's not getting enough rest. She was so kind and she was so patient, and I realized that in that moment that I wanted so badly to do everything right with this dog, that I was doing everything I could think of all at once, and I was overwhelming him. I was creating a problem by trying to do too many right things. And so I've changed my focus over the last few days, simplified meals, more scheduled rest and crate times, and in just 3 to 4 days, it's been about 3 days now, not only are his bowel movements looking more consistent with what they ought to be, but his overall temperament is massively improved. Sometimes we're not doing the wrong thing, I think. Sometimes we're just doing all the right things too much, all at once. So I'm taking a step back and I'm settling down. And as I'm doing that, my dog is settling in as well.